Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Let's start on page 121. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Supposed to light them first. I'm sorry about that. Let's go to page 122 and read the English at the bottom of the page. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day God finished the work that God had been doing. And God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done. We're reading Bereshit for Rosh Hashanah. $125. Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished. Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat abide. Help me to withdraw for a while. You want to read with me? You can. Contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat abide. Let's do a quick Hine Matov, if you would join me, or if you choose not to. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yahad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yahad. Hine Matov shevet achim gam yahad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yahad. One last hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yahad. let's do the bottom of 133. A psalm. Sing to Adonai a new song, for God has worked wonders. God's right hand, God's holy arm has won God victory. Adonai has manifested God's victory, has displayed God's triumph in the sight of the nations. God was mindful of God's steadfast love and faithfulness toward the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth beheld the victory of our God. Raise a shout to Adonai, all the earth. Break into joyous songs of praise. I think this stretch. Okay, that takes us to Lachado D on page 138. Lachado D likrat kala panei Shabbat nekabala. Lachado D likrat kala panei Shabbat nekabala. Shamor b'zakor b'dibur echad. Hishmianu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shemo tiferet v'lit hila. L'chad odi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabala. L'chad odi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabala. Hitorari, hitorari, kiva ora kumi ori, uri, uri, shir daberi, kavod Adonai alayich nigla. L'chad odi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabala. L'chad odi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabala. Boi v'shalom materet bala. Gam b'simcha ub'tohala. Token munei yam segula. Boi kala, boi kala. L'chad odi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabala. L'chad odi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabala. Let's go on to page 144 for the Reader's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yikadash Shemei Rabbah b'yama divrach hirtei v'yamlik mochutei b'yahayechon uv'yomechon uv'hayedekol be'Yisrael ba'gala ba'gala uv'izman kariv v'maru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam u'l'olam me'almaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yipa'ar V'yitroman V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yithalel V'yithalal Shemei Dekudesha Brichu Le'olam kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata dani hiran b'halma imaru amen. You may be seated. Nope, you're going to rise again, so you may please remain standing. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praised be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever. On page 148, the English at the bottom or middle. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Sabaoth is your name, ever-living God. May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai Ha'ariv Aravim. (151) Wisdom and Wonder. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. That brings us to the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kavod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Just go right into that old melody and then forget about the happy one. Well, I love them both. That takes us to 154 for Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'kol avacha uv'kol nafshecha uv'kol me'odecha v'hayu hadavarim ha'ela asher anoki mitzavacha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha b'derech ukshakbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot b'neinecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha v'isharecha. Laman tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim l'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hoseti echem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lechem l'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. On page 157 at the top. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Okay, that takes us to Mika Mocha on 158. Mi kamocha Adonai be'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar bakodesh nora tehilot osefela nora tehilot osefela malchutecha ra'uvanecha okayayam lifnei Moshe Miriam Zeli Anuvi Amrum Adonai Imloch Leolam Ba'ed V'nemar Kafara Adonai et Yaakov Ugalo Miyad Chazek Mimenu Baruch Atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. I don't know the English part. I only know the beginning of Hashkivenu. So that's all that I will do. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. That brings us to page 162 for Yis V'Shamru. V'Shamru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledoretam Parit Olam V'Shamru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledoretam Parit Olam Beini uvein B'nei Yisrael oti le'olam V'shamru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledoretam Parit Olam Ki sheshet yamim Asa Adonai et hashamayim yet haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabbat la'asot et hashabbat ledoretam parit olam uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat v'inafash Shabbat v'inafash Shabbat v'inafash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat ledoretam parit olam. We rise for tefillah. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. 166. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, Hanura, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei hachol, v'zocher hasdei havavimahot, Umevi gula livne v'nebhem, lama shemo me'ahava. Melech Ozer Mashiach Umagen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Vezrat Sarah. And on to page 168. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav L'Hoshia, Horid Hatah. Mechakel Hayim B'Chesed, Mechaye HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim B'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umechaye Memunato, Lishenei Afar, Mikamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umidom Bechlach, Melech Meimit, Umachaye, Umatzmiya Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atah Lahayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol. Okay, then page 170 we have Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh Ukdoshim B'Kol Yom V'Yahalu Selah. Ha'el HaKadosh. I will went down to the English and skip that part. Okay, at this point we are going to take a few moments for silent meditation. Okay, that takes us to Oseh Shalom on the bottom of 180. Oseh Shalom Bimramav, Huyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Bimru, Bimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. And I believe that takes me to the Parsha, which is Shoftim, which means judges. And this is where Moses doesn't enter the promised land, so they're still outside, and Moses is still with them, obviously, because he's going to give them the rules for judges Mm. You know what? I'll find it in a second. I want to say 16, but that's just kind of me. And that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There it is. Shoftim. Deuteronomy 16 through 21. Yes. Okay, so Moses is telling the people of Israel to appoint judges and law enforcement officers in every city. Justice shall you pursue, he commands them, and you must administer it without corruption or favoritism. Crimes must be meticulously investigated and evidence examined, and a minimum of 2 credible witnesses is required for conviction and punishment. Now, Moses was indeed a prophet. He, in every generation, said Moses, there will be those entrusted with the task of interpreting and applying the laws of the Torah, or according to the law that they will teach you, and the judgment that they will instruct you. You shall do, you shall not turn away from the thing that they say to you. This portion also contains laws governing the appointment and behavior of a king, which I thought was a little interesting. One of the directives given to a king was that they must have 2 Torahs, one that they carry with them to remind themselves to be humble and that God is always with us and watching. Another thing that is covered in this portion is cities of refuge. And cities of refuge were places where if somebody accidentally caused harm or killed somebody else, by accident, they could flee to a city of refuge and live out. I want to say it was until the high priest died, they had to stay there, whatever high priest was over that case, which I have to go back and talk about the House of David. It's a wonderful show if you haven't seen it. They have cities of refuge in this show. Okay, you know, there's one other thing that I wanted to say, which was also set forth with rules of war, who could be exempted from serving, and also the law that forbids anyone to cut down a fruit tree while laying siege, or after they conquer a city. They still couldn't cut down the fruit trees. Why would they want to? Fruit trees are important. We get fruit from them. But anyway, it's in the portion. Okay, that's the short version. Do we have, but I hit all the key points, I think. Do we have any names for Misha Beirach, which, 371? Yes. You said Margaret Goldstein, okay. Elliot Brouse. Yes. Do we have anybody?
Yeah, online we have Linda Ehrensoft, Marcy Schulman, Joe Wagner, Barbara Frank, Uvona Thomas, Sumani Ehrensoft, Wendy Fine, Mark Ginsberg, and Denise Gutterman.
Okay. We want it, the Vintners. Well, Deborah Curry, David Vintner, Tully Vintner, Mark Gurton, Micah Gurton. Misha Beruch Avotenu Makor HaBracha Lilotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Beruch Imotenu Makor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. I believe that takes us all the way to Elenu on page 587. Yes. We're going to do the one that starts in the middle of the page. Please rise. Oh, can I have somebody come help me open the ark? Just for before you open the curtain, if you would, humor me. The Hebrew here says, "Hu yaseh shalom leolam." No, Aleinu Yalkol Israel. Sorry. L'shem shamim. Yes. Aleinu l'shabeach l'kol, l'adon hakol, l'tei gedula l'yotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kegohei ha'arot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo kenu chahem, l'dgora leinu k'kol hamonam, v'nachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malkei hamlakim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And we turn the page. Shehunot hashamayim ve'yosef haaretz, u'moshev yiraku shamayim nima'o, ishki'inat yuzo, v'gave meromi, hu Eloheinu ein od, emet malkeinu efezulato, kakatu v'torato, v'yadat hayom, v'hashivota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu Elohim, b'shamayim nima'o, v'al ha'aretz, mitachat ein od. And then page 591. Ve'enmar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, v'shemo echad. want to read on page 593. The light of life is a finite flame, like the Shabbat candles. Life is kindled, it burns, it glows. It is radiant with warmth and beauty, but soon it fades, and substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance, and our life burns down and gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more, and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory, slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. That takes us to page 598 for the Mourner's Kaddish. I don't. Do you have the, no, he probably doesn't. Oh, do you have any names to add recently passed? No. I don't know who's been printing it out, but obviously they haven't gotten to August. Somebody, it's always been, June was here, July. I don't know. Ruth Ann, I think? You want to use your mic and read it off when you get there? Oh my gosh. Are you? You got it? I was just about to open it. Are you using the mic? Don't you have the handheld? Oh. Yetta Harris, George Levitt, Dorothy Kaplan, Jerome Kaplan, Harriet Greenhut, Harriet Greenhut, Louis Sachs, Helene Gluckman, Rose Hoffman, Gary Bernstein, Martha Young, Solomon Horowitz, Francis Rodriguez, Jean Greenbaum, Don Friedis. That's a lot. I would like to add Lois and Lois Wittner and Joanne Wittner, both in August. So, we can stand if we would like to support our fellow mourners. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah b'yama divrach hirteh v'yamlik malchuteh b'chayichon u'v'yamichon u'v'hayeh dekol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen Yehei shmei rabbah mavorach ve'olam Yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithalel v'yithalal shemei dekudashah b'richu le'olam min kol berchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata damiran b'yama v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'hayim le'aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mamav hu yasei shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Yes. Well, I think I want to do Shalom Aleichem on page 627. Shalom Aleichem, 627. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharai, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barakuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zedkem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Oh, we forgot about announcements. I don't think we have much of anything going in August, but the high holidays are coming up really quick. So Friday night, September 12th will be Erev Rosh Hashanah. We'll have Rabbi Baroff. And then Saturday the 13th will be Rosh Hashanah. That doesn't sound right. We'll have lay leaders, yes. To get everything ready. Yes, we are. In case you can't hear the person speaking, that is Barry Abis, my husband, and our new president. Okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us.